What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jump. One of the things that I've noticed that older celebrities are doing, and I'm talking about female celebrities, older celebrities who are single or have recently been dumped. Like we saw it with Danica Patrick once Aaron Rodgers got rid of her. One of the first things she did was start posting all these photos of her body and flat tummy and things, going on a cruise. You've seen it with like Toni Braxton lately. She's been doing stuff like that, trying to show that she still looks good at her age. But another lady that is doing that now is Tracee Ellis Ross, right? Tracee Ellis Ross had a very controversial interview that I weighed in on. And that had to do that society is trying to pressure women into marriage. And because of that, she never got married. Even though she would have liked to got married, it's not the end of the world. But there's another way to find out if it's really the end of the world. And in the way that you know that it is the end of the that's probably end of the road is if you see these ladies, in my opinion, okay? If you see these ladies posting thirst traps on Instagram, that's their way of saying, you know what? I don't have a man, but look, I still am in shape. And to be honest, Tracee Ellis Ross looks good. I mean, she's drinking the wine. Nice. Now, she's 48. I mean, her body looks great. I mean, she looks better than some 20-year-olds. And that even makes me want to ask the question even more about black men. With you being in shape, keeping yourself together, how come you are still going to be lonely tonight? In fact, can we play some I Get So Lonely in the background? Let's go ahead and play that real quick. Because Tracee Ellis Ross knows all about that. And there's so many ladies out there like her that know all about it. And like they get in front of the gram and they want to pretend like everything is great. I call them the fake rich, right? And we all know people who are so fake rich, like they pretend to have money, going to nice restaurants, but they're really broke. And at night, they don't know how they're going to pay their bills, right? But they'll do anything to floss for the gram, knowing that they're fake rich. But really, at the end of the day, I get so lonely, right? Keep the music going. That's Tracee Ellis Ross, guys. That is Tracee Ellis Ross. And to be honest, she doesn't have any excuse. Okay? And Tracee Ellis Ross, in my opinion, the reason why I don't give her an excuse, because I wouldn't say that obviously she's dealt in the black sector, but her mom was Diana Ross. Okay? Her dad was white. Tracee Ellis Ross was privileged. She went to Brown University, which meant that not only could she deal with black men, which she had a competitive advantage. She is mulatto. But here's the situation. Even you couldn't get the white guys. Like, this is the problem here. I know. I want to talk about this, guys, because I'm really being honest here. Tracee Ellis Ross had everything in her favor. Looks are decent. Kept herself together. Went to an Ivy League school. Her value was more in the black community. She could have got a lot of guys in the black community. But then you're half white, so you can deal with white guys, and it's fine. Still, no cigar. But you're on Instagram posting like everything is so fine. But when you get lonely in the bed, like Janet Jackson says, then what? And see, here's the problem with this. You know, there are a lot of women out there who have the talent, you know, they have, you know, the in my opinion, what I'm saying, when I say this, they have all of the intangibles on paper. Like, you ever look at somebody and they say, like, I'm not married, I'm not dating anybody. You look at them, you're like, what do you mean? Why are you not married? Like, why are you not dating anybody? Like, look at you, you look good. But then you deal with them for 1 month and you be like, oh, you're probably crazy. I see you're doing crazy stuff. No wonder why. Nobody wants to be with you. Okay? It makes sense now. And Tracee Ellis Ross, I believe that, you know, she looks good on this picture. Something is wrong with Tracee Ellis Ross that we don't know about. Okay? It could be a level of entitlement because she was grown, you know, grew up with Diana Ross as her mother, very privileged. But see, this is the issue though. When they get to be 48, 50, the opportunities are drying up. Okay? Now, she still looks perfectly fine to me. But one thing that they have not worked on, I talk about it every time on this channel, men are looking for intangibles in women. Men are looking for intangibles in black women. Because what are we talking about here? Men understand that it's the things that you do every day that makes you skillful. Okay? And see, the things that we understand is that we have habits. All right? Some of us like to eat the same thing all the time. We get up the same morning all the time. See, women don't like the habits that men typically have. Some of them, they get annoyed by them. Some women have left men just because they're so robotic. But that is really what it takes to make relationships long-standing and worthwhile. The things that you do every day. And a lot of ladies are single because they don't work on those intangibles. Now, Tracee Ellis Ross definitely works on her appearance. She works on her body, which is that's also a problem in the black community sometimes. So we don't want to do that. But now, if you look at this, where is the effort that you take on your in getting your beauty up? Where is the effort you take on working out your body? Where is that same energy into keeping, maintaining, or appealing to a man? And you think that because you're Tracee Ellis Ross, and a man is supposed to come out of the sky and just accept you as you are and be a second fiddle to you, that's not going to happen for guys who went to Brown. It's not going to happen to a guy who's a hedge fund manager that went to Harvard. Okay? It's not going to really happen for a guy who's a tax attorney who went to UCLA. Okay? You know, women got to understand that guys have, you know, in today's world, men that are doing very well have much more options than it was 15 years ago. 20 years ago, even if you were a top guy, I'll use somebody like, you know, Mr. Dennis Sperling, who's an attorney in Houston. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, the internet wasn't as big. A guy like him was in Houston, he had a lot of options, but, you know, look at the opportunities that somebody like him would have today. The internet world, what he already had before, the overseas world. You know, guys just have too much leverage now, too much autonomy in certain cases. It's not like it was 20 years ago, where a guy was just really stuck to his city. You know, now it's a lot different. And if ladies don't work on their intangibles, then it's bye-bye. It's your 48 on Instagram taking these photos. And you're by yourself, and you're drinking wine, and you're gonna cry at night because you get so lonely. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again for another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. Check out the Black Men of Perf t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.